Are you a financial advisor seeking to attract more clients? Think about this. How exactly would that happen? I mean, I'm sure you've discussed with your colleagues, maybe just going after additional financial designations would do it. Like, have you ever wondered how important it is to be perhaps a certified financial planner and see if that would allow you to attract more clients or win more business? Well, today, I'm going to break it all down for you by showing you the only two things you need to know when it comes to getting more clients. That's right, just two things. Look, I've been in financial services for over 22 years now. I know it doesn't look like it, but and in my experience, I've come across hundreds of financial professionals, if not thousands, just like you, who believe that the reason that clients seek out their services is because of the designations or credentials they hold. Now, although this is a belief held by many financial professionals, the question remains today: is this true? Is it true that designations or credentials you hold influence the buying decision for clients? I want you to take some time to actually answer this in the chat right now. Stop or pause the video, whatever. Yes or no, down to the bottom. You gotta, I'm making you choose. Go ahead and do it, okay? As you type in your answer, I want to take a clip from a discussion that I had with AJ Cermick on this very question, okay? What are you hearing from clients with people that have the CFP credential as far as the signal, if you will, that it sends to the public?
Less than I wish I was, to be honest with you, Dom. Maybe a handful of clients said, "Yeah, the CFP, that's the best designation," or something to that effect. So it's positive reception, but um, it's not a ton of people, at least not in the area where I live and work. There's not all that many clients that are like, "Hey, AJ has the CFP. This is great," that type of thing.
So let's get some things straight for you today, so that by the time you finish watching this video, you will have a very clear understanding of what designations are for and what really drives your business as a financial professional, so that you are spending both your time and money more wisely. Is that a deal? All right, let's get into it. What are designations for? Well, I'm going to tell you, after 22 years, I understand that designations are for industry participants. Designations are primarily for industry participants, not clients. Here's what I mean by that. Inside the industry, there are certain requirements put in place so that every Tom, Dick, and Harry can't work in the industry, which is good. These are barriers that are put there in the form of like tests and licensing and all that kind of stuff that you must successfully pass in order to sell financial products and or services. Secondarily, I think designations are signals to the investing public. So that's where maybe your client or prospective client comes in, that you are a prime financial professional. Hey there. Thanks for watching this video. I really hope you're enjoying it. Let me interrupt you for just a second though. Do you ever feel like you're on a constant treadmill, unable to attract the right clients or retain the ones that you have already? Maybe you feel like your services are undervalued, despite the immense value that you do offer to your clients. Listen, I've written a short but powerful 21-page ebook called The 3 Moves, The Proven Path to Growing Your Financial Practice. And in it, I've compiled the answers that address the 3 common pain points of all financial professionals of finding the right people, the right price, and the right service offering. I describe these 3 moves that you can make in your business starting right now that will actually double your revenue. And it's available to you right now for only $1.99. For real though, $1.99. This is a no-brainer. And if you want to double your revenue, all you need to do is just click the link in the description to get your copy and start today. I mean, what do you have to lose? Okay, now back to the video. Now, you may notice that with all the different designations out there, it can be somewhat confusing to a consumer versus a financial professional. As an industry, we have not done the best job at distinguishing ourselves like other industries have. For instance, physicians in the medical industry or attorneys in the legal profession. But I'm hopeful. That being said, designations are not for marketing. They're not for marketing to clients per se. They aren't for branding. There's just too much confusion on what they do, what they mean. A confused prospect client, or a confused prospective client, is not going to be somebody that takes action. They're going to be frozen. So that naturally leads to the question of, what are designations then good for, Dominique? Well, I'm glad you asked that. I think designations are good for conveying knowledge, particularly specialized knowledge, Let's say you want to specialize in tax. Well, you know that you need to either do the certified public accountant or the enrolled agent, right? These are two designations in the industry that really say that you know your stuff about taxes. Or let's say you want to go into financial coaching. Well, you need to consider the accredited financial counselor or the financial fitness coach. Like lasering on a particular domain of knowledge, and these designations could be really good for your business. Now, if we want to just kind of double click on the whole idea of specializations, I want you to watch the video I did on logic maps on how to pick a designation. Now, in the knowledge conveyance part of this, notice that this is about how you get the knowledge. This does not always translate into how you will relay what you have received as knowledge. Let me say that again. This does not always, the knowledge conveyance, just because you accumulated it, does not mean you know how to relay it. What I mean by that is that you just have the knowledge, you just have the designation. And because you get a designation in financial coaching per se, doesn't mean you will now be the world's best financial coach. You're gonna still need experience to test your knowledge in the real world. And the only way you really do that is to spend time with either others that have done it and start working with clients. Which brings me to the point that of this whole video about what really drives your business, and more importantly, what clients really care about. Clients don't care about your designations. All you need to do is spend, let's call it 30 minutes in any busy downtown area and ask 10 different people, what would be the most important aspect for you when working with a financial advisor? And see what they say. I can tell you that in 22 years, I can count on one hand how many times people have asked me about my CFP or any of the other credentials I had. So I want you to really get this. Listen to me well. If you don't catch anything else I mentioned today, please understand this. There are only two questions that you have to answer that your ideal client cares about when it comes to working with you. Here they are. Question number one. What is this specific set of problems a special group of people is facing? Question number two. What type of services best address those problems? If you haven't answered those two questions, then you can literally have an alphabet soup of designations behind your name, and it won't mean a thing. You can be the most knowledgeable on a particular topic, but it won't matter because your ideal client is only interested in how you can help them. And part of that begins with how you position yourself to be found by them when they're having this problem. You can't do that unless you really know their problem and you have a solution to it. Think about it this way. If you were in excruciating pain, let's say you call 911, the paramedics arrive, and they transport you to the hospital and you get into a physician's care. The physician asks you a series of questions to see how to treat your pain, which let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 12. So he's going to examine you further, and finally he treats all the pain and it all goes away. It's alleviated. My question for you is, do you care if he went to community college or Harvard? Matter of fact, let me break it down. Do you even care if he's really a doctor? You probably don't. Because why? Your pain is now gone. Your problem is solved. Well, clients are pretty much the same way. It's just human psychology. If you can speak solution to their problem, then you're going to get their attention. Listen, financial designations can provide a competitive edge, but in reality, your ability to solve the unique needs an individual is facing will be the key to growing your financial services business. You need to be strategic about the designations you go after because they're going to require your time and money, and you need to get more benefit than you expend on time and money in order to acquire them. Now, if this video has been helpful, please share it and like it. Also, consider subscribing to the channel for more videos to help you become the elite financial professional that you want to be. Remember, if you're struggling as an advisor, all you need is strategies in order to have success. I'll see you next time.